Hi, I'm Wayne Allen Root for Personal Liberty. You know that famous TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Well, that show has inspired me to ask, is Obama smarter than a communist? Because as you'll learn in a minute, many socialist and communist leaders seem to have learned a lesson that Barack Obama has not. Remember when Obama said, I just want to spread the wealth around? If income redistribution actually works, if tax and spend is a model for America, why are Greece and Spain bankrupt basket cases threatening to bring down the entire EU? Greece and Spain have both been led by Socialist Party politicians. They both have big taxes, big spending, big unions, big governments, just like Obama wants. Yet both Greece and Spain have, get this, listen carefully, unemployment rates above 26% and youth unemployment rates above 56%. With that record of devastating failure, why did Obama just raise U.S. income tax rates to the levels of Greece and Spain? Greece's income tax rate is 40%. Spain's top rate ranges from 40 to 50%. In America, we just raised the top rate to about 40%, plus Obamacare taxes, plus state and local taxes, and of course Obama took away deductions too, and then there's FICA taxes. Can you even imagine? We chose to emulate Greece and Spain at the moment of their decline and devastation, at the moment of 26% unemployment. They're headed for economic oblivion. And with Obama's re-election, we chose to emulate Greece and Spain. By the way, why are Greece and Spain with high income taxes and high VAT taxes, national sales tax, both completely insolvent? Why would Obama want higher taxes for America when Greece and Spain proved the model is a failure? They're going through a national nightmare so bad that thousands of trees are missing in Greece because citizens can no longer afford to pay for electricity or fuel to heat their homes, so each night they go into parks and forests to cut down trees for firewood. Families are digging through dumpsters for food. Government employees go unpaid for months. This is what socialism and high taxes get you. And we chose Obama for another 4 years? Maybe we should check if American voters are as smart as a fifth grader. All those Greek voters elected socialist politicians because they promised big fat pensions and food stamps and welfare and free health care and lavish early retirement. Sound familiar? Now they face unimaginable poverty for years to come. This proves that when politicians promise chocolate cake with no calories and no cavities, they should be put in prison for fraud. Now, Cuba's been a Marxist state for decades. Their leader, Raul Castro, proud communist. Yet Cuba recently passed the most sweeping reforms in history. Castro's slashing more than 1 million government jobs, cutting entitlements, encouraging more private sector entrepreneurship, giving more power to private companies, and reducing state spending. Are you listening, Obama? One of the trademark features of Cuba's socialist system, the universal monthly food ration, will be phased out. Castro said the ration given all Cubans since 1963 had become an unsupportable burden for Cuba's bankrupt, crumbling government. So get this, a Cuban communist leader is cutting 1 million government jobs and eliminating Cuba's version of food stamps, while Obama keeps adding government jobs and food stamp use is setting all-time records in America. 47.7 million Americans are on food stamps. Tell me again, who's the communist and who's the capitalist? Even Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin seemed to learn a common fifth grade history lesson on socialism when during a speech at the opening ceremony of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland in 2008, he stated, in the 20th century, the Soviet Union made the state role absolute. In the long run, this made the Soviet economy totally uncompetitive. This lesson cost us dearly. So, Putin and Castro have learned their lessons from experience, but Obama, he sounds like he needs to attend a re-education camp, or at least do the fifth grade over. Obama just raised our income tax rates to 40%. He eliminated or phased out many deductions and exemptions, and of course he's already passed a raft of new Obamacare taxes. His goal, he's not done yet, he wants taxes even higher. He wants to take the cap off Social Security taxes. He wants a national sales tax called the VAT. Add it up. Soon, we could have a tax rate above 70% in the United States. Not the super rich, small business, the middle class, and the upper middle class. Now contrast those taxes with today's tax rates in former Soviet communist countries. Russia, 13% flat tax. Bulgaria, 10%. Georgia, 15%. Romania, 16%. Czech Republic, 15%. Albania, 10%. Makes you want to move there. Kazakhstan, 10%. Lithuania, 15%. Slovakia, 19%. Bosnia, 10%. Serbia, 12%. Hungary, 16%. Estonia, 21% flat tax. So ask yourself again, is Obama smarter than a communist? Looking at those tax rates, Which country is the socialist one? Well, the big tax, big spend, big government economies of Europe are floundering. Let's examine how the low tax model is performing around the world. Hong Kong, with a 15% flat tax and no capital gains tax, has 3.3% unemployment. That's down from the fourth quarter when they had 3.4% unemployment. Singapore has a tax ranging from 3% to a high of 20%. Their unemployment, 1.9%. High taxes kill jobs. As Putin implied, Obama must have missed that fifth grade lesson. So I'll ask the question again. Is Obama smarter than a communist? Perhaps someone should sit Obama down with all these communist and ex-communist leaders and get him educated fast before the U.S. economic collapse is beyond repair, before the America we know and love is gone forever. I'm Wade Allen Root for Personal Liberty and PersonalLiberty.com. See you next week, same time, same place, and as always, a prayer. God bless America.